Hello, I'm Navneet and welcome back to BrainDrive ModelMatch. Today we are going to look into some of the best open source email models available on Hugging Face. So in this entire video, I'm going to cover three things. First is our top recommended models and when to use it. Secondly, where you could find these models and some details about each and every model. Thirdly, we have the email evaluation test case and our framework that we have used. So before beginning, I would want you to know the email evaluation framework in a nutshell so that you can really catch up with me. Okay. So the email evaluation framework, which is assessing each and every email generated by the model, is based on 6 core fundamental metrics. First is clarity, it checks the clarity of the email. Second is length, it checks the length and the number of words used in the email. Third is personalization. Personalization is basically it checks what kind of personalization tags and names have been used in the email. At fourth position, we have tone, the tone of the email. Fifth, we have the grammar. It checks the grammatical hygiene, the punctuations, and whether proper grammar has been used. Sixth is the spam score. It basically checks the number of words, spam words, and based on that, it rates the spam score. Okay. So this was, the entire evaluation framework in a nutshell. So let us proceed to our results. So at first rank, we have Tulu2. It is a 7 billion parameter model. At second rank, we have StarChat-Beta. It is a 15.5 billion parameter model. At third rank, we have LFM2. It is a 1.2 billion parameter model. Now, the main question comes when to use each and every model. What is the difference between Tulu2 and StarChat-Beta and LFM2? That is the main question, right? So for that, firstly, we need to understand the scoring pattern. Okay. So the total score ranges between 0 to 10, and higher the number of the score, it is performing better. So at first we have Tulu2, that is 7 billion parameter model, and it has a score of 8.89. And you could see the scoring criteria and the metric scores in the documentation. We will discuss that later. But what really important is how to use it. Okay. So firstly, you need to visit the Hugging Face page. You can visit the codes and etc. to implement this. And it is developed by Allen AI. Okay. It is fine-tuned on Llama 2, so it's a really good model. Now, when to use it? This model performs very well when it comes to clarity and personalization. So if you want an email which is clear enough and has enough personalization, you could use it. The use cases: email marketing, product promotion, anything that relates to marketing via email, Tulu2 is the best. But one challenging factor of Tulu2 is that it has slightly scored less when it comes to spam score. Okay. But it doesn't mean that it is really performing bad when it comes to spam score. If you want to, if you are open to compromise on spam score, and if your priority is clarity and a personalization, this is the best model. Go for it. Now at second we have StarChat-Beta. Okay. It is from Hugging Face H4 Star Coder. It is really popular model, and it is slightly bigger as well, 15.5 billion parameter model. So you might have to use some kind of GPU resources to really use it. Okay. Now, a little bit about StarChat-Beta. You have multiple models of star coders. Okay, you can refer this documentation for implementation and etc. Now, based on our analysis and our entire test case, the best use case for StarChat-Beta is for follow-up emails. Okay, why? Because it is exceptional when it comes to length. Okay, generating short length emails, and it is clear enough for that. Okay, and plus, if you do not want to compromise on spam score, this is the best model. It tries maximum efforts to not add any kind of spammy words. So if your priority is generating an email which is short and has less spammy words, this is the best model. Go for it. Okay. Now at third position, we have LFM2. It is a 1.2 billion parameter model. It is extremely small and extremely fast. Okay. So if you are a little bit impatient, you could use this model for bulk generation. Now, the good thing about, LFM2 is that it is made by Liquid AI. It is reputable, creator. You could use it. It comes in 3 architectures: 350 million parameter model, 700 million parameter model, and 1.2 billion parameter model. But I would say that go for 1.2. The reason is that it is really good when it comes to grammatical hygiene and tone. Okay. So if you want an email which does not compromise on grammatical, hygiene and tone, this is the best model. Go for it. Use cases are corporate based emails, because in corporate mails you do not want much personalization and length, right? Okay. So if you want to use for corporate based emails, this is the best model. Go for it. Okay. Now, this was everything about the model. Now, our email evaluation test case. As I have mentioned, this is the entire test case. You could read it out. First is model selection from Hugging Face. Then we have prompt selection. We selected 4 different domain-based prompts, which reflects different domains. And based on that, we created emails. Once the email was generated, we passed it to our email evaluation framework, and then we got our final scores. Now, this was very much, a shorter version of what I explained just now. But if you really want to test this out, entire documentation, the research findings, analysis, our references have been mentioned in GitHub documentation page. Also, you could test this evaluation framework on Hugging Face Spaces. It is an open source evaluation framework. So test this out. Let us know your results. If you feel that something is contradicting, you can let us know in the community. Okay. Join our community at community.braindrive.ai. And yeah, do share this video, like this video, subscribe to BrainDrive. And until then, take care. Bye bye.